So does God really suggest that women that are raped should have to marry their rapist? I mean, many people think this is what's being said in the Old Testament. But what does it really say? Find out in this video coming right up. Okay, so in the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 22, verse 23 to 24, this is what it says. If there is a young woman who is a virgin engaged to a man, and another man encounters her in the city and sleeps with her, take the two of them out to the gate of that city and stone them to death. The young woman because she did not cry out in the city, and the man because he has violated his neighbor's fiancée. Now, in these verses, it's speaking of two people having consensual sex, and the woman is engaged to another man. It's not rape. She did not cry out. It was consensual sex. Notice it says that she did not, let me repeat that, did not cry out. That's their way of saying she was not unwillingly a participant. She was a part of it. She wasn't being forced into having sex. She wasn't being raped. But now in verses 25 through 26, it says, but if the man encounters an engaged woman in the open country and he seizes and rapes her, only the man who raped her must die. See, do nothing to the woman because she is not guilty of an offense deserving death. See, now this verse, these verses is speaking of rape, and only the man should be put to death. See, God strictly forbids anything from happening to the woman. See, and also in Deuteronomy chapter 22, verses 28 through 29, it says that if a man finds a young woman who is a virgin, who is not betrothed, basically she is not engaged to nobody, and he seizes her and he lies with her, and they are found out, then the man who lay with her shall give to the young woman's father 50 shekels of silver, and she shall be his wife because he has humbled her. He will not be permitted to divorce her all his days. Once again, this is consensual sex. And once again, the woman who is not engaged to another man has consensual sex with the man before marriage. That is what's going on. See, the man is forced to marry her because, for one, in those days, and it would really help out now, it would stop people from just sleeping around, and two, it stopped people from having children out of wedlock. I mean, seriously, can you just imagine how many less children would be born out of wedlock in today's society, and how much less STDs there would be going around if these laws still applied today in this generation? I mean, people would think twice before sleeping around. I mean, God makes it very, very clear from the very beginning of the Bible that sex is only meant for people who are married, a husband and a wife. The book of Deuteronomy was written around 7 BCE, and Israel at that time was under a theocracy, meaning that God was their king. He made the rules, he made the laws, and it was all him. So nowhere does God ever consent to rape. Nowhere does God force a woman to marry her rapist, nor does he punish a woman who is being raped. I just hope this really clears some things up, because a lot of atheists and a lot of people who are not familiar with the Bible, and even Christians who aren't really, that far along into the Bible, realize this, and they hear things and they think it's true because they just read the verses and they don't really study it and really look into detail of what all it's trying to say. So hopefully this helps everyone out. Hopefully, if this is your excuse for not becoming a Christian, or as a way to prove God is immoral, I mean, that just doesn't work, because that is not what's being said here. And I hope this video cleared it up. God bless.